So, with Paper Mario, there is going to be a new kind of concept I'm going with how I'm going to put it on YouTube. And that's because I was watching somebody, and she's hilarious as hell. And I thought, you know what? It's short, it's sweet, it's funny, it's to the point. Maybe I could do that, but I have to figure out clips. And I think I got it. Explore the Southern Highlands. Where exactly? Okay, no, why? Oh. Don't mind me, just your average girl who clearly doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. I know people are just like, but why do you still call it Wild Card Thursday? If it's not gonna be Wild Card Thursday. Well, that's in the event that the game doesn't come in. Huh? Isn't this? Oh no, not again! The mirror's glowing, but... Oh no. Are we all being gathered again? Because of Rufus? It feels like something's happening. Yes. Its name... You bastards. You bastards! Had I known you were gonna do that to me, I would have just done this from the start. I guess we're going to Llyod. But I hope everyone's had a fantastico day. Yes, I know, I'm being weird today. It's because I don't know. I'm in a mood. Oh, look at those graphics! Oh, the water graphics are awesome. Oh, shut up. There, what is? What am I looking at? What are we doing again? Are we sneaking into the town? Wait, no. No, where the fuck are we?
We should be safe to dock. I don't see any signs of the Ebon Defense Force.
I'm glad you don't, but... Why are we here again?
Then we're good to go.
Do I get to control the boat? No? Fuck you. Ah, dry land. Yeah, I didn't realize that would take so long. Well, what did you expect? The EDF doesn't seem all that interested in surveillance outside the city, which is a bit suspicious considering isn't this one of the hot spots? Or at least one of the most important spots here? Rufus must be feeling pretty cocky if you ask me. Rufus is feeling a lot of things. I don't know if that's one of them as of right now. I thought they might retaliate against Harmonica after the Lost Run-In, but that never happened either. I don't know how to feel about that. It's like he doesn't even see us as a threat. Well, that's because he doesn't. But I guess we shouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth. That was overconfidence. That was overconfidence! That overconfidence will be his undoing. It's already started. I am curious about something, because I did set something up. Okay, awesome, it did work. For those who are curious, what do you mean? I set up a replay buffer, so it would take clips. That I just took one randomly to make sure it worked. Isn't that right, Kia? Yep, he won't know what hit him. Yeah, sure. But I am still kind of worried about Risha. Yeah, so am I. I take it she... Oh, yeah, that's right. We had that little confrontation. It's all coming back together.
I'm so sorry.
Are you?
I just don't know what came over me. How could I ever think of betraying you like that?
It's okay, San-san. You can't keep blaming yourself. If anything, I should have known something more was wrong. I'm a terrible friend for not realizing that you were struggling so badly or being manipulated.
What is going on? I don't know if anyone else can hear the static. What the heck was that about? There we go. Not sure what that was about. Sorry if anyone heard static. That's from my headphones. I have no idea what that was from. They shouldn't be acting up. They're brand fucking new.
And Elia means the world to me. I should have been able to tell something was amiss.
Risha.
Loves but lovers. Let's go!
Thank
Watch
you all
them
for
not
coming
even
to
be.
our aid. I don't know what we would have done if you hadn't shown up when you did. Really, thanks.
Don't mention it. Glad we could make it in time.
Scarlet.
The one you should be thanking is Zeit. We were looking into what the EDF was up to when he told us that you were in danger.
Did he now? Still, it's not like you to be modest, Wazi. We really do appreciate it.
You know what I just realized? And it's a bit late to be doing this. I know. I thought I was doing good. I still have this on Path of Radiance. I promise. I'm not this... Okay. I said I was doing good. I am feeling good. Even if everything else says otherwise.
Oh, thanks for rescuing us, Sight. You were a hero back there. And I've been way overdue for one of these.
That you have. My apologies for not returning after the operation.
You're so flaky, Sight. Do you realize how long it's been? Tio and I have been waiting for you to show up again all this time, you know?
My apologies. As a holy beast, there are limits to how much I can interfere.
I got a giant puppy now.
I am astounded at just how much you all have grown. The children of man truly do grow apace.
We'll take your word for it. It would be nice to think I've grown a little, yeah.
I'm just overjoyed to see you again. You were sorely missed, Zeit.
Yes, it's good to be back.
I got a walking, talking, giant puppy. And I love it. I read plenty about the holy beasts in the scriptures. Funny to think I would be in the presence of one so soon after returning to the church. Yeah, that is a bit of a... That's definitely up there, huh? Oh, thank you, Evian! Hello! Thank you! I love her. She's adorable. Oh, where the hell? Oh, there we are. I thought I lost my thing again. You should have seen their congregation for Divine Worship's faces when we first reported them to them about Zeit. Yeah, I can imagine telling your bosses, yeah, this giant walking puppy talks and it's saying there's a problem. I could just imagine the faces being like, are you okay, good sir? And then the dog just talks like, hi. Yeah, that's mass panic right in the church. Can you blame them for losing their shit? Whoever heard of a holy beast moonlighting as a police dog? That's what I just was getting through saying. Though I guess he can do whatever he wants for the most part. Sounds like his contract doesn't apply anymore. I don't think Zeit is nearly as weird as hearing you talk about church stuff, Wald. Yeah, I'm still wrapping my head around it. Yes, because every mysteriously powerful dog that is apparently a god in some form or fashion parades around as a watchdog. At least he's cute and fluffy. Can it? You had better get used to it. Alright, enough with the funny talk. You folks ready to get down to business? Based on the info they found, it sounds like you guys already know where you're headed. Yeah, the Rhineford military factory to the west. Rhineford? We're gonna see Alyssa again! I hope. You said the Ebon Defense Force has been frequenting it the last few days, right? Uh-oh. Sure have. That's most likely where the Zaber's soldats are being manufactured. Of course they are. Why wouldn't... Should have been a military place. We should have known that. It would make sense. I've been wondering how they were able to bring so many into Crossbell borders without anyone noticing. I don't think the Imperial government or a Rhineford group would have ever allowed anyone, or ever allowed so many to be smuggled. Right, so if we consider that they were being manufactured from within Crossbell the entire time, then the dots point to this mysterious factory the EDF is connected to. That was one of the places where swords and Melgius were being manufactured before the war. Everyone was convinced that the Black Workshop's tech was gone for good, though. Yeah, see, I don't believe that shit. This is the Black Workshop we're talking about. How many times have they been destroyed and just come back? I don't know how Alberea and his men got their hands on it, and worse, it looks like they've made some improvements, too. We'll likely be crossing paths with those soldats from here on out, so that's bad news. Yeah, especially since we don't even remotely have Divine Knights anymore! That mask Ilya was wearing also looked like a workshop tech too. Oh no, it's the hypnotization thingy all over again. Yep, it's Siegfried all over again. Yes, and now that they're using it to alter her personality, if not outright controlling her, I'd like to ask the Thor's graduates what they know about how those masks work. They ain't fun. You crack 'em. That could be a good idea. But let's make our top priority searching that factory and find information on the soldats. Something tells me we'll be able to fill in a few blanks on what's going on here and why Rufus Alberea is staging his occupation. Unfortunately, getting there is going to be easier said than done. The factory is to the west of Crossbell City, while we're in the northeast. The only way I know how to get to the west side of the state from here is through the city. Yeah, and that's not exactly an option with the EDF crawling all over the place. I'm guessing we can't just hitch a ride on your Marakaba either, huh? I wish. We brought it with us, and it should be safe with the other squires guarding it. But they're using more advanced anti-air radar than the CDF was back in the day. It can even see through active camouflage, and they've got them set up at all the key locations. Flying is a no-go. It's shocking how well equipped they are. Yeah, it is. I still am convinced the Black Workshop is still around. What the hell? Even the Imperial Army doesn't have toys that good. I guess that's where the Black Workshop factor comes into play again. In that case, I think the smart play is to make our way to St. Ursula. How are we gonna reach St. Ursula from here? By the water. It just so happens I got my hands on an orbital boat before things hit the fan. We should be able to use it to cross Lake Elm and reach St. Ursula on the other side. Are they not going to be paying attention to that, though? We would still be a ways away from reaching the factory from there, but I'm not seeing any other better options. Yeah, let's take what we can get. That's a lot closer to the military factory than we are now, and we can find a route to it from there. We'll go with this. Thanks for the idea. Well, see, how do you know they're not going to be posted along the edges of the banks, especially if there are bridges? They might be blind, but they certainly can't be deaf. Your course is set then. I will leave this land's crisis in your hands for the time being. Wait. I thought you were gonna be with us, you fucking mutt! Please don't leave! Please! I need a doggy! I need a doggy by my side. Aw. Does that mean you're gonna leave us again? I'm afraid so. There is something else I wish to take care of. But fear not. I, too, am a part of the SSS. So it is only a matter of time before we meet again. We'll hold you to that. Take care, Zeit. Yeah, I'll miss you. But let's see each other again soon. Yes, that we shall. Actually, I was thinking of staying here. I want to help look after my grandfather. And if the EDF does come to the village, I'll take responsibility and They're not gonna sit there and negotiate with you! The EDF has made it plainly obvious that they do not have anything in their bones that that even remotely wants to negotiate. Also, I know this is a bit late to say, but I hope you're doing well, Javier, and I wonder how things have been going on with you. Haven't been able to make it to streams lately. I've been kind of bombarded. We could have used your support, but you do make a good point. They're not going to sit there and negotiate with her. They know she's a member of the SSS. She knows the two of you are kind of important to each other. If anything, they'll use her as a chip against us. I'm worried about how things are at the hospital, so I'm tempted to come with. That said, I think my services are needed here at the moment. At the very least, I want Speaker McDowell to make a full recovery first. I'm gonna assume that's some kind of football. Soccer. Sorry, you guys. I think you guys call it football. We call it soccer. Want to be a tennis match, right? I was also leaning towards staying here and hitting up my connections. Besides, a large group isn't going to be able to sneak into the factory. And that's if we even manage to fit us all on the boat. It makes sense for some of us to stay behind and protect the village as we gather info.
In that case, I'd like to stay here as well.
Why is everyone leaving me?
Are you sure, Risha?
That makes sense. You evaded her attack for the most part. But weren't you still injured?
Yes. Please forgive me, everyone. I just need a little time. I'm still not ready to face up to what happened to Ili and Sansan just yet.
Well, I wouldn't take too long because they're not gonna wait there to let you sit there and lick your wounds.
And that's perfectly fine. If that's your decision, then we respect it.
That's right. I'm sure you'll be able to find your way forward. And I'll be happy to have your help here in the meantime.
I'm doing good. How about yourself, Selby? Hope your day has been going well.
I'd be happy to help.
A lot of people are staying here, so that means I have to go with Llyod. Oh boy. Where's this coming from, Kia? Because the rest of you are leaving me alone! This is gonna be a dangerous mission. You understand that, don't you? Of course. The factory is really far away, and there's no telling what's gonna be waiting for us. That's why I want to help gather info for us, and I can back you up with my order like I always do. It makes a lot more sense for me to go than it does to stay here, if you ask me. Well, give her some credit. She makes a good point. And I'll be tagging along too, so that should make the operation a lot safer overall. My stigma should prove useful in a pinch. I don't think it'll be too dangerous for her. Alright. I should be glad that there are two people willing to go, so I'll be happy to have you both. I'm counting on you, Wazzy. You too, Kia. I'm glad to see you take your own advice when it comes to us trusting her a little bit more. Make sure to back Llyod up with everything you've got, Kia. You bet I will. Well then, your odds of success are rising by the minute, aren't they? May you all ever keep your chins up and your eyes facing forward. You broke another toe? Selby! Good God, buddy, you're just as bad as I am. Actually, no, you're worse than I am. Are you alright? Oh dear. I thought I was clumsy as hell, but I'm beginning to rethink that. Oh, good for you for Fallout. Sounds overly optimistic to me, says Squire Wald, who never seems to be optimistic about anything. Believing in the future easily beats standing still. Yes, this is true. Sign me up for the sunshine you're pumping. Seriously, though, you should give some thought to what your old cellmate said after our fight yesterday, too. It might help you sort things out. Call it a hunch. Good luck with your little factory tour, Bannons. May the goddess be with you. I have already immediately forgotten what his cellmate said. What'd he say?
We'll cut things short for today. Enjoy your freedom while you can and have fun struggling against the inevitable. You're helpless to stop us, now that you've lost your way.
Oh. Thank you for responding in kind, game. I was running between rooms and misjudged the... Goodness sakes, Selby! Oh my god, you and doors and wooden floors need not be together. Good lord. Lost our way? What was that supposed to mean? Was he referring to the loss we suffered to Rufus back at the sign-in ceremony? Or something even before then? I don't know. I don't know your group. I didn't think we need to worry about Harmonica with Wald and Scarlet staying there. Especially not with Scarlet there. Let's just focus on what we need to do here. Exactly. We gotta do our part while everyone else is working to help us. You've got me there. So, I'm brazenly attacking this place with 3 people? Technically only 2? Oh boy. Our first goal is finding a route to the factory. We can start by seeing how things are here and hopefully gather some information. I'm willing to bet a lot of the people from the city fled here too. We might come across a familiar face or 2 among them. I'm hoping, because there's no way in hell I'm taking on all these enemies with just 2 people. Oh yeah, maybe. Alright, let's get started. Kill bees, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's interesting.
I bet we could fish here.
Oh my god! Not even the first thing we say when we land here. I bet we could fish here. These games and their goddamn desire for me to fish is outrageous. Stop bugging me about fishing. I'm not going to fish! Kia, why are you mocking me? Please stop mocking me. Well, I can buy a magical flying pony if that works. Oh. So according to this guy, we've got no EDF coming in, which is always good. Walk around. Okay, good, so. Yeah. Is somebody here, like, Alyssa, Sharon? I need somebody. I need help. Hi. Aged beef stew. I'm sure it tastes better than it sounds, but when you say aged, I think of old. Ooh, I'll take that. And that. And that. And that. And that. And that too. I better bring a couple of these with me. Alright, so... Is there anybody here that I know that can help me? I'm hoping it will be someone kind and blonde, whose boobs barely fit even in her shirt. Because she was a CP master, and I could really use that right about now. I was gonna say, what the hell? What's taking so long for the walking? Ba, ba, da, ba. Hello. Hey, it's Tio! At least there's one person I recognize. Thank you for all your help. We don't have much to offer in return, but here's some snacks. I hope you'll enjoy them.
You didn't have to do that, but the gesture is still appreciated.
Yeah, I've never fixed medical equipment before, so I didn't want to get anyone's hopes up.
You could have had me fooled with such fine work. You both did splendidly.
I knew you were gonna do that as soon as I started taking a sip of my water. That's right, I don't know what we would have done without you. We wouldn't have escaped if it weren't for you. We'd likely be brainwashed by the Supreme Leader like all the others. Just like what happened to all of them. Yeah, oh, just what happened?
I owe you an apology. A big one.
Huh?
None of this would have happened had we protected everyone at the signing ceremony like we swore to.
Tio, how were you supposed to do that? We didn't even know Rufus could come back.
If only we'd been stronger.
Hey, come on, Tio.
Oh, Tio.
God, you guys like to burden yourselves. No, this isn't your fault. That's right. No one is blaming you for what happened. Looking back, I don't know what more you could have been expected to do. Exactly!
Look, Lloyd, it's Tio.
Tio Dot, Tio Dot.
I thought she might come here. Thank goodness she's all right.
You can blame Randy for that. The name has stuck, unfortunately.
It looks like they're talking to evacuees from the city.
Hold on just a minute.
What? Yeah, things were doomed from the start. It finally dawned on me, too. I don't know why we ever thought we could be truly independent. It's hopeless.
Huh?
Oh, no. Don't tell me.
What's gotten into you guys all of a sudden?
Oh, no. Ah! I knew it! I knew it! It's obvious, isn't it? The Supreme Leader never would have occupied us again if we just obeyed the Empire like we used to. We wouldn't have to be afraid of the EDF had we not dreamed of independence. And when you think about it, everything was better when we were an imperial providence. Even the economy was booming. Why give all that up? Why did we ever want to be independent? Shit.
Hey, get a hold of yourselves! What is wrong with all of you?
Selby, you don't even know them! Why are you blaming them? Do you think you could have done better?
There really isn't any need to be so pessimistic.
Are you telling me y'all can't see the black smoke rising from these people? The Supreme Leader and the EDF aren't all we have to worry about either. There's also those huge machines. They even have the old president's backing. Everyone in the city is enthralled by them. There isn't a shred of hope things are going to get better anymore.
No, that's not true at all. The SSS is going to keep fighting. We have allies we can depend on. The CPD, CGF, and even our friends from outside Crossbell. There are people who will surely help us.
Oh my god. I walked into that one, didn't I? I like laying blame. It means I got laid. Good lord.
We won't allow you to suffer like this. We'll be the ones to put an end to it.
Tio.
Tio, you shouldn't.
We used to have hope too, thanks to you. Or at least we thought we did. Whether it was the Mafia or that cult, or even when our own mayor became a dictator, we kept on believing. Not even Imperial occupation or the war made us lose hope. But in the end, it was all for nothing. The sign-in ceremony made us realize that. What we had was never hope to begin with. It was just a delusion. And that made it even more painful once we accepted the truth. Again and again and again and again. Over and over and over and over. Shut your mouth!
Never hope to them?
So none of you can see the black smoke. Okay, fantastic.
That can't be true. We can't just give up and...
Stop. Please, just stop. Can't you see we're just so tired of all this? Besides, you've got no right to talk to us about ending our suffering. If you hadn't arrested President Kraus, whatever, then we would have already had everything we ever wanted. Oh dear. So nobody can see the black smoke. So these guys are just having a field day picking at their emotions.
Everything we did was...
No, it wasn't pointless. It was bound to happen in one form or the other.
Can you all hear yourselves? You're completely full of it.
Uh-oh. Why is he snapped? Aren't you...
Llyod, Kia, Wazzy.
Hey, you guys are all right.
Yep.
I was one of the people involved in that arrest, so let me make something perfectly clear. Letting Dieter Kreuss go free for what he did over 2 years ago was never an option. He attacked the city, had the speaker detained, and even tried to take over the entire continent. Dieter was arrested in accordance with state law. The same as any Crossbellin would have been. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, but what about Crossbell? They had a responsibility to do what was best for us.
A responsibility? And why's that? Because you made them your symbols of justice? Because you decided they were your heroes? The SSS is just a division of the Crossbell Police Department. Nothing more, nothing less. You have no one to blame but yourselves for thinking any different. Their purpose isn't to make all of your problems go away.
See, I like this guy. He says it as it is. No one thought, but y'all are you are all saying it in a roundabout way.
I know it's been a long 2 years. 2 years where all Crossbellins could do was powerlessly watch the Empire trample over their pride. It's natural to wish that a savior would appear and solve everyone's problems. But personally, I never wanted to see Crossbell come to that. What Crossbell has given me is irreplaceable. Friends and family that mean the world to me, like Llyod and Vald. So it pains me to see this as someone who's come to love Crossbell more than his old home.
Wazzy.
The SSS chose the path they did because they wanted a little girl to be free.
Oh boy. She's ousting herself.
But that same little girl couldn't help but feel it was her fault when she saw Erebonia invade and take over her home. Because she knew that none of it would have happened if she didn't exist. Kia, no. But she wasn't the only reason they chose the path that they did. The SSS had also seen how strong Crossbell became, facing adversity over and over again. They knew that if they chose any other path, the efforts and sacrifices of so many would be lost. Their home would never be the same. And they, along with that little girl, believed from the bottom of their hearts that all of Crossbell would overcome it for the better.
She's right. That was what we decided.
I want to answer the trust they placed in me however I can.
I'm half expecting some loud noise to just happen, whether it be by sound bites or something in the game to just go and ruin this moment.
I was
I'm
all
half
alone
expecting
once,
it.
somewhere very dark. It's because of everyone around me that I have so much to be thankful for.
This shit is really heavy.
The SSS and the people of Crossbell made me into the person I am today. So now I want to fight to help them. That means I'm here to pave a path forward for all of you too. And on it, I just know we'll see brighter days. Because it was Crossbell and its people that taught me the strength to persevere.
I mean, the sounds are there for you to use whenever you so please. It doesn't matter what I want. It's whatever gives you guys the content you want. That's why I put it there. I know, I'm just speaking aloud that I'm half expecting loud or something to happen in the game. Just something to ruin the moment. This game has a habit of doing that. That's why I said it. A path forward. Maybe she's right. It could be too soon to be giving up hope. It's true we've been through a lot of hard times before, but those experiences are what made us who we are today. Yes, you're right. That's part of what makes Crossbell what it is. Maybe we are stronger than we give ourselves credit for.
Look.
It's disappearing.
So you could see it, but you didn't say nothing? It looks like we're the ones who should be apologizing after all. That was no way to talk about people who've done so much for us. Not after you put so much on the line to protect Crossbell. Yes, and somewhere along the line we started taking that for granted. I still don't know what exactly I can do to make a difference, but the least I can do is look for a way to move forward, just like all of you have. That's right, we have to hold out hope.
Thank you, everyone.
Anyway, we should be grateful that you all made it out of the city safely. I hope you'll keep up the good fight, SSS. We'll be cheering you on, Blech.
We have to keep doing what we always have. That's to keep moving forward.
One
step at a
time.
But we're not naive enough to believe that will be enough to take back what we lost. It's going to take the help of everyone who calls Crossbell home.
So you keep on saying, but these people keep forgetting that.
So do me a favor and think about how you can help. What you would give to be free. And I promise the SSS will support you just as much as you've always supported us.